In honors of part two of season five, Stranger Things shopping last week, and the season finale coming out in about 2 days from now, I wanted to give my own opinions and takes of the entire show thus far. Granted, each one of my takes are about each individual season, but some aren't. So let's get into it. Number one, the Mind Flayer is a 10 times better villain or more terrifying than Vecna. Something about the Mind Flayer just draws me more towards it than I do Vecna. This isn't me saying Vecna isn't terrifying. No, the idea is like imagine a Freddy Krueger looking monster walking towards you in your dreams, or midday, or even in the middle of the night in the woods. Trying to use his powers on you to turn your own mind against itself to amplify his own power and twist your bodies in ways unimaginable. That's terrifying. It's just that in the show, that feeling that I get from imagining it isn't the same feeling I get while watching it. You know, it's like, it's one of the things that's better in your head than it is out loud. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like he wasn't terrifying. Again, the Mind Flayer, though, different story. The mystery around it is just infatuating. You know what I mean? Like you can't get enough of the Mind Flayer. And the things it did in season two and three really pushed the agenda that this thing is really terrifying. Like season three, which I think is the best season by far, which is another take. I guess season two and one. Um, season three, it was affecting people, creating this flayed army. And me personally, Billy flayed Billy 10 times more scarier than that because he was crashing out. Bro was doing things that I don't know, seemed unfit. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just that he had that aura to him that Vecna just seemed to lack. Vecna seemed to lack. So yeah, there's that. Um, the problem I do have with the show, the problem I do have with the show though, like this is take number two, the Demogorgons. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about their weaknesses. You know what I mean? Like they could tank gunfire, but get harmed or hurt when not Nancy, Karen Wheeler takes a broken glass bottle and stabs it with it. I'm so confused on that. It's not even just Karen. Like season one, I'm pretty sure these niggas used a bear trap or a spiked bat to kill. No, not to kill, but to harm a Demogorgon. I'm so confused on that. Bullets don't work on it, but a bat with nails in it does. Bullets doesn't work on it, but a wine bottle does. So it doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm missing something, but as of right now, I'm not sure. Oh, this is no disrespect to Karen, by the way. Her character in season five, top 10, bro. Like she's going to roll. Her and the entire family, even Ted. Um, number three, number three. Actually, don't know how to explain this one without sounding stupid. Um, I honestly didn't care about Barb's death. I think they tried to make us care about her, but I couldn't. Probably because we only seen her for about 1 or 2 episodes, so it makes sense. Yeah, it was like I couldn't care. I do feel bad for Nancy though, because her friend died. She's trying to grieve her death, but at the end of the day, I just couldn't care. The way she treated Steve though, I think that was unfair. Girl, she's trying to help, and you could tell he was going through his own stuff. Even though that wasn't the main focus of season one, but you could tell he was. And she treated him like trash, which is so unfair again because Steve is such an amazing character. Well, I'm speaking from a real percent since I've already finished the entire show, not from season one perspective. That's besides the point. I had two more. Number four. In season five, I don't know if I'm just if I don't know if I'm the only person who noticed this, but the Upside Down seems empty in a way. Like I remember watching it in like the first two seasons and thinking, damn, I would hate to be in a place like this, not knowing if you're even going to survive by the next hour. In season five, though, it just feels like there's nothing there. Granted, it makes sense when you watch, episode seven or six. It's one of those two. You know, it makes sense. It's like, come on, the Upside Down used to be this place where he wasn't even sure if he's gonna make it back alive. Now it just feels like, future. Again, it could just be me tweaking, but I'm not so sure. I'm pretty sure Charlie made a video on this too. Like he made a video on this with that exact same point. So it may sound like I'm stealing it from him, but I'm not. It's just my own observation that we both seem to have at the same time. I guess I'm not sure. One more. Number five. The military are some of the stupidest people I've seen in the entire fucking show. It doesn't make sense to me how they're still using bullets on a demo when their weakness is fire, and how they're letting your civilians outsmart them. I'm so confused on that. You are a U.S. funded organization being outsmarted by kids. Like, what is going on at home? I'm so confused, bro. So confused. And what also made no sense to me is why they would be trying to recreate Dr. Brenner's work, even though they've seen what happened. Even though they've seen the aftermath of his first one. It doesn't really make sense to me. And also, this is another point. The Russians in season three. The Russians in season three. How I still don't know how this happened. How did they get the info to know that they could open a portal to the Upside Down? I don't think it's ever explained. I think it's because the military was involved in season two, maybe, and it was leaked somehow. It was leaked. I have no clue. But yeah, I don't think it ever explains how the Russians got a hold of that. Doesn't really make sense to me. What I really do want to see though in season five is how the mind flare, plays into this. It was explained in season four how it does, but it should at least make a cameo, and the finale. I think that would be cool, because if I have to, guess what my favorite character, my favorite villain from the show to be, it's 100% the mind flare. Everything from its mysteriousness, it's an enigma basically, to its character design. I think it's really cool. So yeah, it should at least make a cameo. That'd be hella cool. And that's basically it. If you have anything you want to add, I'm open to it in the comment section. And I know this video isn't the best, but hey, I'll try. And when the finale comes out, I'm thinking I want to make a part two, but who knows? Let's stay tuned for that. Anyways, see you later.